slice of Warptorio Life Warp Zone 6. And we also just got here, so we could go and set up a bunch of stuff, because that's how it works. And we're going to start with iron this time for reasons we're going to get to in a bit. Let's just throw a bunch of these down. Because basically, yeah, we got the copper that we wanted in Warp Zone 4 that we didn't find. Well, no, we got the copper that we wanted in Warp Zone 5 that we didn't find in Warp Zone 4. So, yeah, my inventory is kind of like flush with a bunch of copper now, and I've got some more in chests as well. But Warp Zone 5 ended up not having any iron, so iron is kind of the priority. So we've kind of addressed that somewhat. I didn't actually, should have got power poles at the same time. Yeah, so we've got, once we drag this back to, yeah, setting up the, where is it going? Is it going over here? Are these rocks in the way? I don't think I want to put it down the bottom. Yeah, we'll put it over here. Yeah, once we'll get this science blueprint that I was going to put on the toolbar, but I didn't, it can go. This actually is pretty cute, isn't it? It can go there. This should be a whole lot easier to set up with the blueprint, although I think I still want to change toolbars a bit. And do I have... I don't have all that much copper, do I? I don't have a whole lot of these either. Yeah, if we can get this stuff connected, then now we should be not mining, because we didn't actually power them. But now we are mining iron, which is pretty exciting. And, oh yeah, I accidentally walked in there. This is the thing we unlocked. I didn't want to talk about this yet. But one of the things that I do is, if I accidentally, like, I'll walk too close to the thing and accidentally warp into the zone, and that's probably going to happen a bunch. What have you got? Oh, you've got this stuff. Okay, you keep going with that then. And then, yeah, all this hand feeding stuff is still a thing. Oh, I did want... Yeah, I wanted stone. In fact, give me stone, coal. Give me all of this. Yeah, because it's the first night. Zone 5 had kind of the same thing that Zone 4 did, where I wasn't really in... What did I... Yeah, you wanted that, and then I actually wanted to do defense stuff. Yeah, zone... I have no idea where these guys are going to come from. Oh well, that's kind of how this works. Yeah, why do I only have 36 ammo? Do I only have 36 ammo left, or did that all go in these turrets? Did it all win in these turrets? Yeah, okay, cool. Zone 5 had the issue that... very similar to Zone 4, in that I kinda didn't have... Like, I didn't pull the emergency lever to bail fast enough, and ended up in a situation where I spent quite a lot more ammunition than I was really happy to, on kind of desperate last-ditch attempts at defense. I managed to get away, like, that was fine, but as a result, don't actually have a whole lot of ammunition now, which is also, yeah, a little bit of an issue, because we also don't have iron. Like, iron is the thing we're kind of blocked on. Yeah, we've got a lot of coal, which is nice. Means we can get this stuff going again, because we also, yeah, cool. Also want patch grenades, which we don't have set up yet. Also want to do this kind of smelting thing again. And yeah, I think the thing to think about as soon as this stuff is online, there's also not enough coal. Coal is the other thing that I want more of. Not that much, actually, not even this much. Actually, I'm just picking all these up at the end, aren't I? So we could just throw half stacks of coal in all of that and just be fine with it, because we want to get this stuff. Can I run through? I can run through here. We want to get this stuff in here so we actually have material to work with. And then, yeah, because the science actually isn't running at the moment. We got all of this stuff kind of online. But that is, I mean, that is a decent amount of iron that should now be getting stuff done. And then these guys are, yeah, we can just do that again, and now we should have stuff with which it is meaningful to feed all of these guys, and then feed all of... Actually, yes, just get like a bunch of this stuff out. So that by the time we've built all of these labs again, hopefully in the right place, Blueprint's supposed to make that easier, oh well. Yeah, by the time we've built all of this, we have a meaningful number of cogs with which we can feed the rid science. Do we have... yeah, sure, whatever. Okay. And we also have... yeah, we have about 300. Okay, that's more than I was expecting. 98 is... yeah, we'll just kind of share all of that around. Because I don't actually think we want to be working on damage 2. We want to be working on automation 2. And yeah, realized at some point that I hadn't actually... too much speedrunning recently. Haven't actually set the research queue on this, so we're just doing every single like research individually. But yeah, let's talk about the text that we got. We got the Warp Factory floor. We also got the first upgrade to the Warp Factory floor and also extended the platform as well. These guys are all... yeah, those guys are all running. Let's have some grenades. And yeah, now we've got stuff over here which is mildly useful and more things that can do, you know, things and stuff. We've got this area down here which also has the first of the upgrades in it, which we can now put permanent automation and also safe storage. I think it's safe, in a manner that will come with us when we warp, which is, to be honest, pretty exciting. Because it means that we can... okay, so a lot of this stuff we are probably still setting up every time in a way that's a bit of a disaster, but we can at least get into the second thing that makes Warptorio. That wasn't what I wanted. I don't actually need that much steel at this point. Cool. Yeah, we can get into the thing that makes Warptorio what it is, of make more chips. Yeah, doing this kind of weird underground base automation thing. Do I have enough defense here? I think I want some more defense over here. Okay, so with automation 2 done, what were we going to do? Yeah, we were going to use automation 2 and the increased speed of red science to blast through physical damage, because I think we have a bit of... okay, so we're short on... yeah, this is a pretty decent place. We've got... I mean, also, let's check. Yeah, okay, fine. Can we have... that 8 is actually the number that I wanted, because these 8 here can just straight up upgrade. So that, I guess, is an exciting thing to have happen at an important milestone of... what are we? Warp Zone 6, sure. Are there... okay, the bite is right here. I think that is a base we need to go and push. But also, I don't know if that's a base we push yet, because we're also not mining any coal, and I kind of want some more coal. Yeah. Yeah, like all these things being out of fuel is a bit sad. We will want a bunch of these. I've got 7 of these assemblers, and all of this is just getting packed up later, so this can go anywhere because we're tearing it down in the meantime anyway. Yeah, give me all of this stuff because we want this to continue. Give me this stuff because we want this to continue. All that is kind of a mess, probably. Do I have 8 turrets? Yeah, I'll take power. Because the thing I wanted to do was coal. Is that a second attack at the bottom right of the lake? Like, I can see the grouping attack here, and then there's also red on the minimap there, which might be... I only have 2 assemblers. I can make 2 more assemblers, that's fine. Yeah, might be the base, might be an additional attack, but we want... yeah, we definitely want... patch grenades. We definitely want more coal. So it's getting dark and we haven't pushed that base. But also we've kind of got to leave defenses. Which way? I think we're only worried about getting attacked on this side of this space. And then hopefully leaving that stuff there will be enough. You guys have more things. Give me the grenades. And we are down to one turret, so I guess we're doing some of that ourselves. That spot is already getting attacked, which is compelling. Do I need... Yeah, this might be one of the things where I need to be managing... Yeah, if those attacks swing in, you guys need more cogs, which we can do. I'm pretty sure you should... Oh, you don't all have... Yeah, okay, so we took care of that, which is fine. I want more copper. I believe I should have either a box of copper or this stuff. Yeah, this is all still a mess. Yeah, we can't actually have... Okay, so we seem to at least be kind of holding in all places, which is great. I didn't need to take all that red science out of the labs. You've got a lot of green science which you could share over there. We're not actually making green science at the moment, so I think that's a thing that... Do I automate that inside the... I think maybe we do automate that inside the factory floor. I've just also spotted these guys turning up, and we'll do a whole lot better if we just throw a grenade in here. Oh yeah, I got the armor. So we made a bunch of steel, we made a bunch of armor in Warp Zone 5. This is all pretty... Is power plant okay? Power plant is okay, so that's nice. And what else did... I don't know how much green science I have left over, but there's a bunch of... Do I have 100 green science left over? I don't think I do. I think I have close to that, but not that much. I think I probably have 75 green science left over, and taking up less space and using less fuel is a thing I care about. And then all these guys will, yeah, just keep going, and I need to... Oh, I've got this stuff as well. Oh, I was going to make, yeah, I was going to make... We can probably pivot one of these to green site. Pivoted the wrong one. Okay, but all the turrets held, which is great. So I don't mind making green science at a kind of reduced rate, because we've still got a lot of red science to work through anyway. That said, we are going to upgrade all of those assemblers, because I don't also really have that much to do with the steel. Actually, you know what? You know what else we're going to upgrade? We're going to upgrade these bullet assemblers, because bullets are also a thing that I care about. I thought I heard an item destroyed alarm. Okay, so apparently we're not setting up green science in the other spot. We're just leaving it doing a thing, which is fine. I wanted to put these in the furnaces. Yeah, that was the thing that didn't... Oh well. There's also a lot of dudes over here, so I think we need to get more copper and build more guns. And so I think that was the night that we held. I think if I'm planning on... So I don't think I actually push that base now at all. I think I work on getting all of this automation done. Hopefully damage 2 gets us some more stuff ready. I think it's time to... Yeah, we can bring power down here as well, and it kind of works. I think there are limits on what is good and what isn't, but I think we still want to kind of do a thing where... Is here where we're going to go? We're going to look at some somewhat permanent automation of... Yeah, I need... Fortunately, I have faster, so to stop doing that. Yeah, these kind of things, because then we can actually have some setups that we can feed large amounts of stuff to and not worry about hand feeding everything, and that strikes me as a thing which is good. So now we've got a bunch of cogs automation. Can we have... I can have one of these, and then I actually need more iron, which is the thing I was short of anyway. Do I have... Yeah, we can just... And I think we can maybe move some of those boxes downstairs as well. I wonder if I need to refeed patch grenades. All these guys, I actually think I just need more of these furnaces, don't I? I also don't think I'm rich enough to abandon these yet. But we want to get these things, which we couldn't quite reach, of which our inventory is a mess. Okay. But we are at least making simply. Have we run out of? Oh no, we've run out of red science. That is interesting, and is also a kind of solvable problem. We also just automated these downstairs, but whatever you guys are, yeah, struggling for inserters, those were also things we were going to make, but whatever. Yeah, just do that, get this stuff in here, get that all kind of running. I was wondering if that was going to be... Yeah, okay, so I think that's probably the last green science we do for a bit, because there's still a bunch of really useful red science sitting around that we can do while we're waiting for other stuff. And then I think I don't think we're pushing the space, but I think we are just running out here and bleeding off all of these attacks, so that we're not getting, yeah, all of this stuff. If all of this stuff runs in at the same time, and I have to try and defend from this stuff at the same time, it's a mess. Whereas, if we just cut some of that off now... actually, this is not a very big base, is it? And I can put the turrets here, and then we'll pick off the nests, and now that side... Okay, so there's another base which we're also polluting, but hopefully that means this side is kind of safe now, or at least will hold. Actually, this spot down here is also having a bit of trouble, isn't it? And I wanted cogs and iron. Oh, did I not? Maybe I never actually properly fueled that. So we should have... Yeah, maybe I should have automated those as well. Oh, well... yeah, so places I need to reinforce to survive this evening. We've got... Yeah, we are getting lots of iron, which is pretty nice. Is there anything... no, whatever. Okay, sure. Oh yeah, patch grenades was the other thing, wasn't it? Do this. I don't have the inserter set up for anything else at the moment, but that should... Okay, so we're not actually doing all of this stuff. 82! Oh, I do actually have another 100. Okay, if I'm getting attacked now, that means I need to reinforce the places I was planning on reinforcing. I mean, we did get another... let's just do... We did get another damage tick, which hopefully tidies some of that up. But I don't think at this point... Are we low on power? Oh yeah, because we're down to... Yeah, we didn't fuel the other boiler. Cool. Let's just keep making gun turrets for as long as that's going to be a thing. Is this a giant attack route that's swinging in? Maybe this is a spot that we just kind of somewhat defend manually, because we do have the armor now, and we do have enough damage upgrades for our shotgun to be a thing. But maybe we also just slap some of that stuff in here and do this. And call that good. Because yeah, it looks like these patch grenades need more iron. So we've got that. There's more bases. There's more guys down here, which are... I don't actually think they're going to be... That's not what I wanted. I wanted to queue this guy. Of which I also still only have 4. So we need to work on that. Yeah, so we've got the warp harvester floor now, and I think we just keep going with useful red tech stuff. The teleporter gate, I think, is pretty helpful. Did I get... I've got a lot of coal now. Okay, so if I've got a lot of coal and a lot of iron... Yeah, I think there's a couple of reasons why, like, most of the time I would be kind of unhappy, especially with the copper thing that we did previously, of just like, here's a pile of copper that is not actually any particularly helpful resource. I was going to... Yeah, okay, whatever. But I don't think I really mind, in this case, the whole thing of we're just banking vast amounts of resources that we're not necessarily doing anything with, because Warptorio apparently does throw at us levels where we don't get any iron or we don't get any copper, And if there's a level where we don't get any coal, then we kind of can't do anything unless we've got a giant bank of coal somewhere. So, what did I want? I guess mining. Let's get the warp boiler floor. We haven't even seen the harvester floor yet. We're kind of in a bit of a... Are we still in a bit of a panic? Hopefully we're kind of okay. Let's get, yeah, just a bunch more guns. Oh yeah, these things have... Those things had filled up. Yeah, we've got a lot of iron now. This is... Oh, this is the time when I should be tearing everything down. Because we don't actually have... Yeah, I don't think we're going to survive the next night. Yeah, we're at 20 minutes at the moment. Like, the extra damage did good work. Let's just do that and do that to get all the inventory space. I don't think we're actually going to need that many turrets. We're going to pull the resources back for other things. But yeah, we have to get out of here before the next night arrives, because like the damage upgrades will help, but I don't think we maybe straight up just don't hold at all, but also I'd rather not spend the iron fighting off dudes that I don't have to. So if we can just like grab all this stuff, get some of these power poles, the power poles don't really matter, they're not that expensive, basically prepare to run away, then yeah, we'll keep mining as much as we can. Actually, we need to transfer all that stuff, don't we? We've got not very much inventory space to transfer this stuff, so we kind of need to swing back through here. I could be putting this stuff underground at this point as well. I don't think... Let's take a risk on not needing walls at this point. But yeah, all these mining drills are the next thing that we can just pull down. All of this stuff can go... Yeah, I mean, it's not a fantastic amount of iron, but it's going to be a somewhat useful amount of iron. And yeah, I don't think I mind... I think there's 3 reasons why I don't mind having giant buffers of stuff sitting around. Number 1, it's not actually a death world, so we don't really need to be super careful about that. Number 2... Okay, some of that didn't even go on a thing that had fuel. And number 2, the pollution of... that I'm paying to get... What are you guys not running? Do you guys not have... Oh, you don't have cogs. Yeah, the pollution cost of mining all this material isn't even on the map anymore, it's on the previous map, and we're about to leave this map behind, so the pollution we put here doesn't matter. Second of all, actually I think we're up to about 3rd or 4th at this point, aren't we? Yeah, the next thing is most of the pollution isn't my mining anyway, it's the platform, which is still the biggest problem. Then, additionally, yeah, the whole thing about, hey, there are maps that just completely lack some of these resources. Maybe, was not the 2 I wanted. Yeah, having decent buffers of stuff around and just hoovering up all the resources we can seems to be a decent way to play this when there might be maps that just completely lack anything, or at least, yeah, just lacking vital resources is a thing we might have to tolerate in certain circumstances. I'm still handcrafting all these grenades, that's why I've got all this stuff. Let's also, because we're kind of worried about this, yeah, put some gun turrets in places, and we've got a decent amount of ammo. I should be tearing down the other things and maybe even, yeah, because this is already getting dark. Okay, because we've got a bit more stuff to tear down. And then I've got 30 seconds left of... Okay, I was going to try and figure out if I had 30 seconds left of stuff that I was dealing with, and... Oh yeah, because I hand-fed half stacks of all this into all these things, didn't I? Yep. I think we still trigger the warp now, and plan on being able to pick everything else up in the time that we have, because... Yeah, starting with, I guess, these high-priority things... yeah, these little snappers being a little bit annoying. How long have I got? 10 seconds? I hear something getting chewed on. Yeah, so that's, I think, a successful evacuation. I don't think I left anything behind. And we're now on a map where something is missing, so having giant buffers of stuff, probably a thing we are okay with. I've got a lot of stuff in my infantry. Just going to cancel a bunch of these things, because the entire point of that was to not be carrying all those things around. Yeah, yeah, now in Warp Zone 7, we're going to continue doing the same kind of thing. This is probably going to go, I guess... Where does it fit? I'm trying to line... It fits here? It fits there. Thinking about lining this pipe up with the lake. But yeah, we'll continue on and do that. Let's briefly have a look at... Yeah, so we've got this floor, and we've turned a bunch of things into cogs. I should have brought them more, but we don't have any. The Warp Harvester floor is a thing that is like a bit more space. This will end up being a lot more useful later. The Warp Boiler floor, I think we have stairs here. But yeah, we'll play around with that a bit more. We can put more automation downstairs now. We can rebuild all of this. We can keep going. This looks like a map we might try and survive a bit longer for, because we've got forests. But yeah, that was all of Warp Zone 6. Good times. Things got done.